we're good to go. Let's do this. Chapo.
Yo.
Alright, so, who are you?
I'm James Chapman, and I've been at St Phillips since kindergarten, and I'm currently in Year 12 Smart Track and a student leader.
What's something that makes you unique?
I love to go skating, I love surfing, I love hanging out with my friends, I love going to youth group on Friday nights and helping out where I can. I was also diagnosed with pseudoachondroplasia at 10 months old, which is a form of dwarfism.
So, basically you're saying you're 1 in a million, right?
I suppose you could say that. So
I saw your Instagram post, which you put up recently, because it was International Dwarfism Awareness Day. I love the line that you put in there, where you said, "You may think we are limited to do things, but I'm pretty sure I can do anything you can do. If I work hard at it, I'll probably be better."
Yeah.
What are you going to say about that?
First of all, I didn't want to say that in a bit of a arrogant way. Like, I don't think I'm better than anyone else.
But let's be honest.
Put that forward.
You can clearly surf better than I can.
That is because I try a lot harder than Nick at surfing, probably. But I think what I would try to say by that is, just because I'm shorter doesn't mean I'm less capable than other people are. And if anyone puts their mind to anything, I'm sure that they could get really, really good at it. So, yeah.
Were you blown away by the amount of support you received on that post?
Yeah, I was, for sure. It got 1,500 likes, which is close to 3 times the amount I've ever gotten any post before. And shared around a lot. It got recognised by some professional videographers and surfers, which was really insane. And yeah, I was really stoked with how much support it got on just a post of me.
But obviously people have kind of had your back since day one, since you came to this school.
Yeah.
Tell us about your experience since coming to SPCC.
I think SPCC was one of the best decisions my parents could have ever made in schooling. I was actually got into a kindergarten class at HSPA, but then they decided that year they weren't going to have a kindergarten and they were just going to start with Year 1. So then that pushed me to come to SPCC, and I think that it was really a God-given gift that I got in. It was also, when I first started here, some of the kids didn't know my name, so they called me Mini-Man. So, for my first year of kindergarten and Year 1, I was known as Mini-Man, and if you talk to some of the other boys in my year, they'll definitely remember that too. So, it was pretty much support since day one, so I couldn't be more happy.
Yeah, so today at Chapel, obviously we're focusing on this idea of what it means to be a real friend. Tell us about some of the friendships you've formed here since coming to St. Phillips.
Yeah, there's actually a quote in the Bible which I think best explains the friendships I've met whilst at St. Phillips. And this comes from John 15, verse 12 to 13, and it says, "My command is this, love each other as I have loved you. There is no greater love than this, to lay down one's life for one's friend."
So, you would say that you've experienced firsthand what it means for your friends to lay their life down for you, yeah?
1,000%.
What does that look like? Because obviously, we've seen you around the playground and stuff like that. How is it that you've experienced your friends laying their life down for you?
I think the way they lay their life down for me has become second nature to them, whether it be pushing me from one class to another, just to ensure that I get there in time, whether it be carrying my bag when it was too heavy or when I had a sore back. Even when I'm going skating, if I'm skating bar bowl, I can't get out by myself, so it might mean that one of my mates is pulling me out of the bowl, or even surfing, helping me paddle out, helping me onto waves, ensuring that I can have the best surf that I can. And it's not like they need any money in return of this. They just do this because they have got this gift of God, which is to give more than you can receive, and that is insane.
So what has that meant for you? What do you think life would have been like if it wasn't for friendships like that?
Pretty trash, to be honest. I think there's a desire that everyone has for a relationship, and especially a relationship that is more giving than it is taking. And I want to say that like these friends have fully shaped who I've become. I remember the first time I ever went to youth, and the first time I ever went to church was actually after a sleepover in year 3 at a mate's house, when it was just like their family thing to do on a Sunday was go to church. So it did not only like help me out in school and getting places, but it actually brought me to the faith that I have now was through these friendships. I think that having friendships in a faith community is so important because it kind of, like it talks about in the Bible how the church is not a place of worship, but it's actually the people that congregate together. So I think that my friends, who are my family at this point, have actually become the church that have supported me on my faith journey. And that has really guided me to become the person I am today. And without it, I don't think I'd be here. Like Shakes and Levy always pushing me and carrying my bag everywhere I go. Absolutely insane. The first time I ever went to youth was Maury and Eli invited me. So massive shout out to you guys. First time I went to church was after Eli's house. Insane. Big shout out to like Shelby, driving me around almost every day to ensure I get to places, which is absolutely insane. Never asked for money, truly out of the kindness of her heart. Also, shout out to some of the teachers and youth leaders. They're just like, the teachers are here for you and like they'll help you if you need help. And they don't really need to ask, but they just know like, oh, Chapo's going up to class, no one's pushing him, I can do that. So massive shout out to those guys. Like everyone that you see me hanging around with, massive shout out to you guys because you all have played a big part in my life.
So it's safe to say that like these real, authentic, selfless friendships have been probably one of the biggest impacts on your life, yeah?
Yeah, 100%. Without them, I would not be here and like doing this right now.
We've actually prepared a little video. It's been really cool hearing about how much impact your friends have had on your life.
Yeah.
But we just want to play this sick little video about how much impact you've had on the people that are around you. So.
Being friends with Chapo, it's helped me realise how much people with disabilities, like how it means absolutely nothing. Like you can literally do whatever you want. Chapo's proved me wrong so many times. He does absolutely everything anyone else would do.
Chapo is literally just a massive inspiration, always getting in there, having a go.
He's just one of the most influential guys I know. He's got a big heart, he wears his heart on his sleeve, he just lives a life of open-heartedness.
He's so kind, he's so caring, he's interested in how you're doing, whether it be, I don't know, catching up over a surf or just, I don't know, hanging out, or doing whatever. He's always interested and he's such an inspiration.
Chapo, your friendship literally means the world to me. You're one of my greatest best friends and you're constantly there for me all the time. You're so influential and you're just so amazing. I love you so much.
I remember when we were at a festival and you're like, where's James? And he's just on the stage of the festival. Like he's on the stage with the microphone. And you're like, where's James? And he's skating down a half pipe, dropping in on the bowl or something. Yeah. And he just always is doing something amazing and always proves that like you can do anything.
We love you, James!
I think the main thing that James has showed me over the years is definitely being a light to everyone. He's just, I don't know, he's always like a beam. I reckon it's around him, but he always uses it in a really positive way.
Chapo's definitely one of my closest friends. I think he's amazing. I've never seen him I can't remember the last time I've seen him without a smile on his face. He's always lifts the mood when he walks into the room. He's a great inspiration for always giving 100%. Definitely his faith, I think, just his love for God and people is really inspiring to me, and I'm sure a lot of people around him. Yeah, he's my hero. I love James.
Although we have so much fun, he can have those deeper conversations as well, and he's always there for me, spiritually, mentally, and he always supports me in whatever I do, and I think he's just a huge inspiration for everyone.
I think he's always pushing me, And I think that's because he's such a sender. So he wants to push everyone else around him, and I think that's because he loves everyone around him, and I think that's really evident in the way that he treats people, and it makes me want to treat people the way that he treats them. He's definitely been there for me in all of the moments. Sometimes he is the moment. But yeah, I love Chap, and I want to say thank you for the friendship that we have. You are a true legend. You are the definition of legend. I think in the dictionary it should say legend meeting James Chapman. So that's what I have to say.
Chap, you're an amazing friend. I love you dearly. I'm blessed to call you a brother, and I love the friend that you are to me and to many, particularly in the way that you give your time for people. You always make so much effort to find time to meet with people, but also you give people your attention. I feel like in the world that we live in, where our attention is often competed for, you show people incredible love in the way that you do that. You're also totally committed to giving your time behind the scenes to demonstrate that you love people dearly, and that willing sacrifice. It's love that costs something, and bro, you've blessed me with that, and I know that not only have you blessed your peers, but you've also set an incredible example for the people younger than you, who see the man that you are and look up to you, and I count myself as one of those. You're amazing. You inspire me, and I love you, and I miss you.
Pretty cool, eh?
You guys are the goats. What the heck? I love you guys. Thank you so much, Nick and Caleb, for making this. Oh my, I think I don't know. I don't really know what to say. As much as you guys say, I inspire you guys, everyone else that talked in that video inspires me so much as well. The least I can do is lay down my life for others, because Jesus first laid his life down for me and for all of us, and he showed us love, so we can only show others the same thing.
What does it look like to lay your life down for a friend?
I think first step first is just be there for them, in the good, the bad, the ugly, the funny and the embarrassing. Just be there with them and for them, and know that you're going to be there. Even when they don't want you there, you're still going to be there. You're still going to be annoying them if they're feeling bad. You're just going to be the light in their life. We want to be standing up for our friends when something is going down. We want to be inviting our friends to youth, to church, to anything that we're doing, even to that game of sport you're playing on the field at lunch. Just be as inclusive as you can, and that shows true selfless love.
So it doesn't always have to look like the way it's looked for you in regards to the way your friends have come alongside you and helped you on your schooling journey.
I think that we all struggle with something, and every one of us needs someone and people to help us along the way. People could be struggling with stress or anxiety or depression or family matters. Just, you don't know what someone's going through. You're not them. So I think being there for people just 24/7 is really vital, because they could be having a really hard time, and just putting a smile on their face could make their whole world. It sounds cringy, but don't care about popularity, and just hang out with the people that have similar interests to you, and make sure that those people are people that, if you are struggling, you can have a chat to, and they're people that you can go deep with if you need to. But also make sure that they're people that you can just have fun around. The greatest decision I've ever made was definitely to get myself involved in a youth or church environment, because those people are there to bring you up, and it really just brings an area where we can look to Jesus, the greatest friend of all time, to see how he showed his selflessness, and to see how he gave his life for all of his friends and all of us. So I really encourage you guys to say yes to that invitation to youth on a Friday night, or to that invitation to church, because some of the people you'll meet there are going to bring you forward and make you become the best version of yourself possible.